by the way.
Carrie.
Carrie, and we talked a lot last year.
Yeah,
I was
I've
a
been,
pain in the butt.
I've been here for 6 years, so.
This is what it's like for us to be in there.
Oh, wait. What's the name of it? Like a Meg. Is that with that? Is that with a GHMBAGHAN? Yeah.
I guess.
And then MEA, it's MEGH.
No. And so,
I mean,
okay, okay. Our daughter-in-law is A. She put in all the letters you can think of.
I know the H and A that throws people off.
Some people don't have the.
Most people do.
Yeah. It's like my mom's name was Dorothy, but she only had one O in it because when the doctor went to lay it out, he didn't know how to spell it.
Oh,
I did get corrected by my grandmother. Alrighty. Well, how's there-
Roger, would you grab me a muffin?
Yeah. I'll try to stuff it into the phone.
I would highly recommend, I don't know if they're cranberry or raspberry, but they're very good.
They are. It was. That's what I had, and they're nice and warm. And
Oh, yeah. Mm.
so I did put together a small agenda. Small as I usually make it, but I mean, the main purpose today is to talk about the menu.
Well, yeah,
And,
especially, and then let's do, the menu first and then.
Yep. Menu first, and these guys can do what they need to be doing. And we got what we got here. Are you passing notes?
Well, this is, so what I
This
just
was
did,
last year.
no, it's just one copy that we can all share.
Oh, okay.
Just, so this is just a reminder of like, hey, what did we do? And then we can go on this
Bell.
because
Right. Bell. Right.
Bell again.
That too. We'll have none of that this year. All righty. So, I guess just to throw a couple of things out on the table. Barry had talked to me about the chicken drummies and, you know, that there's quite a bit of breading on them. He felt.
We actually use different chicken drummies.
now we have switched to a glazed chicken drumstick instead, so it's more naked.
Okay.
They are so much better.
Okay.
We also did not really love those chicken
Yeah.
drumsticks.
We have so many of our people are diabetic.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. And then we have also can get the naked.
yeah, we
ones.
can get one burger.
Okay. Because he was thinking about, you know, like tenders or something like that, or I don't know if, you know, I don't know if that's something that's in your list from, you know, just a thought.
We can do chicken breast. we
Yeah,
can do
I would
chicken
think.
tender. We can do chicken drumsticks without the breading, whatever you guys want.
Okay. Nick, are you there?
I don't see him.
Let's see. He's not. There's Hayley. Edit him.
Hummus is amazing. Is it everything hummus?
Oh, there's Hayley. There's Nick coming up.
Okay.
Garden seasoning on top of it, and it's delicious.
I'll have him up. I will.
Turn it off.
Hi. Can you hand me a plate, Dorothy?
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm in the waiting for the doctor to come in, and it's being a pain here with the internet. So,
Okay.
but I'm gonna stay on as long as I can. I'll just mute myself. So, go ahead.
So we have so we got Barry on Zoom. We got in the room here. We've got Jim Phelan, Megan and Carrie from the OEC Kitchen perspective. Matthew, Dorothy, and myself behind the phone. So anyway, we just kind of started talking. Matthew passed out a couple of what we did last year, actually, what we had done last year. So, and we just kind of started talking about the Friday dinner, which last year we had chicken drummies. And they have switched their source of drummies to more, I guess you'd call it a glazed, less breading.
No breading, it's just a glaze, and,
Okay.
or there's just plain naked chicken
then we
breasts, and we can just
Whatever we
season them
want.
and cook them with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, okay.
That'd probably be good. So then, let's see.
Drowning.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're done.
They're blind people, so the naked doesn't bother them. It's all okay.
All right.
Okay. So the other options we had Friday night, we had a veggie option. What was that?
It probably would have just been like
Veggie
veggie
nuggets.
nuggets or something like
Okay.
that. We are limited on
A
things we
vegetarian
can get for
option.
vegetarian.
We don't have
We do
a lot of vegetarians. We have some.
Okay,
So we have a few.
okay.
Not like a bunch, like
We'll
we thought.
definitely-
Like we thought the one year, we thought we were going to have a bunch, and so we had a lot of vegetarian options that didn't get eaten. So,
Mhm.
I'd say if we have 4,
Okay,
that will be,
and
okay.
Does that, do you think, include the volunteers as well? Because sometimes I feel like it's not always the campers, but sometimes it's like.
the people I know that are coming, none of them, we have more that are diabetic, and that's their big concern,
Yeah,
is the amount of breading and the amount of things that have sauces and things like that.
Mhm, mhm.
That was what I was told. There are people, I know that Hayley doesn't eat a lot of processed meat, so if there's options that she can have something, if she needs to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or
Oh, yeah.
something like
yeah.
that,
But
We've got
it's
those
sun
options.
butter, we don't have
Sun butter. It's fine.
Okay, okay.
Haley's on the phone, I think.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
here. I
she
can
did
do
get.
I can do the chicken as long as it's baked and not fried.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wasn't yours the processing, Hayley?
Yeah, I can't do a lot of processed stuff and I can't do like the chili, but we can talk about that. And where me, I normally can get away with eating little stuff too, so I'm not too worried, but thank you for thinking of me.
This is B, I think.
Oh, B.
Hello, is this B?
Yep, it's me.
Okay. Welcome, B.
Plants.
Thanks.
He's working. So, B, just to review, we have Jim Phelan here, and Megan and
Great.
Carrie. Sorry, I'm old.
Just call me her Uber driver.
Matthew and Dorothy and myself. On the phone are Hayley and Nick and Barry. I think that's it. Yep. Okay. All right. We just kind of got through. We've just been talking about the Friday night dinner and vegetarian options. What about the next line, which is green beans and mac and cheese? Was I mean, I thought it was fine. I love mac and cheese. And then we had rolls and tossed salad, and then an apple crisp. So I think the only question we had really on this one was with Barry with the breading on the chicken drummies that we had. So
Yep, I think it sounds good.
so on Saturday, and again and Matthew's got the pre-meal times for the volunteers, and then the meal times on all these. So pre-meal for Friday is 5:15, 7:15 a.m. for Saturday, 11:15 for lunch. And Matthew was asking about volunteers and vegetarian things. A couple of years ago, we had a volunteer link, a Google form link for volunteers to sign up so that they could put in information about themselves. And we've kind of refined that this year with the actual camp sign up on a Google form where they've got the health form and everything all in there. And so I'm going to reactivate that and send it out to our district. And so people, like I had a call from Donna Wicker over in Ann Arbor, wanted to volunteer and wanted to know how to do that. So, and so I think this is a good vehicle if people are willing to do it,
Mhm.
and then we can ask that question,
Yeah.
about diet, because that's in there, that's
Yeah.
in that health form part. So
Yeah.
we'll just switch it around a little bit as a volunteer versus a camper. So
Well, Roger,
yes,
our main camp form does, it's 3 options right on that form. And our
Right.
electronic form does have that option.
right.
They're filling it out there right now. They just got to select volunteer.
Yeah. So
I'll double check with the Hoosier Youth Challenge Academy that they don't have any issues with any of their people. That's the other thing.
That's a good thought, Dorothy.
It won't be a problem because I don't think that they cater a lot to specialties. But if they had an allergy or anything, we definitely would need to know that.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
We've had that happen once. We don't want it to ever happen again.
So
I think a couple of them have allergies to working, but
just for clarification, it is the Michigan Youth Challenge, not the Hoosier Youth Challenge.
I know I have my son's thought on my head. Mika, not Hega.
Pardon?
My son is starting at school. I wondered if it was the same kid. He starts the January one.
In Indiana?
No, he's doing
Oh,
the one in
Michigan?
Creek, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
What is he?
But that's the Michigan Youth Challenge Academy.
Right.
Yep.
right.
Yep.
So is it as a student or as a,
student.
okay, all right.
It's a beautiful program, let me tell you. Nick's little cousin, she's in the cadet program right now, and it has changed her attitude 100%. She's gotten,
Well,
because she's 17, well, gonna be 17, and thinks she knows everything. And this has really grounded her because she was technically supposed to be graduating, and she was failing everything, and they got her switched around, and she's actually graduating in the end of December from high school because of this. So it's been a lifesaver.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
need to learn that there's other ways.
He
And
was
you're in a
excited
controlled
when he found the
environment.
program, and he was like, "I think I need discipline in my life."
Uh-huh.
And
Nice,
Right.
Good. Well, it's interesting. Our son works at the Hoosier version of that down in Indiana,
That's what I would say.
and so he he says, yeah, it's a voluntary program. Some kids are really volunteering, and other kids are voluntold.
yeah,
You know,
they talk about
This
that a lot during the seminars.
right. So okay, so let's move on. I have to get back to Battle Creek for something, so let's try to move through this. So Saturday breakfast, we had French toast, waffles and berries, scrambled eggs, pork sausage, veggie sausage. Seemed like a lot,
Yeah.
I don't know if all that stuff is fine with me. I love all that stuff.
This is our pretty standard breakfast
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah,
It's just
A lot of
my
options.
concern was how to set all this up properly.
Especially because we usually have to.
Yeah, but we
salad
don't
bar.
have salad bars while we're walking through this year. I suppose that's all just stuff we could have up in the cold well, and
somebody could come.
somebody could tell someone, hey, there's also yogurt up there if you want it.
When you say the cold
No.
well, what's that?
It's gonna be on this side.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
It's a
sorry.
cold well on that
Now is
side.
Was it
Yeah.
I thought you used to have the salad, that thing.
We could put it,
It just
They
more,
didn't want to use it last year, I was told. I thought that's what
Yeah, I
happened.
remember and I think, Barry.
But I mean,
because-
breakfast salad bar would be nice because most of those things are usually on the salad bar. And
But I do remember the fact that it has this, and yeah, the salad bar has not,
I think last year we did just do it up there.
yeah.
We did.
Yeah, and we said
Yeah.
tossed salads out, and that's why it said tossed salad and not salad.
I think you're right, yeah, I remember.
We did do this toss salads out there. We didn't do anything out of the bar last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
so the question is, for the breakfast, is it more convenient to do it out of the bar? I mean, not that we would have to use that for the salad bar,
Right, right.
but, it just for the cold, I don't know. I mean, whatever you think is easiest is fine.
If we did it up here, we would just have pre-bowled up,
Oh,
like
somebody
yogurt.
could just come up and.
Oh, I see.
wrap.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's an easy way to do it.
That's more convenient.
That
for
might
you
be
guys.
easier.
Yeah, that's what I
think
was
that
thinking.
would be fine.
Okay, all right,
But yeah, all that stuff should be fine. Our toast and bagels, that's usually just right over there by the toaster.
right. And they just do their own, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, so the Saturday lunch is the one where we wanted to have some discussion about options. And so Haley, why don't you jump in?
Oh boy. Okay. So because I'm from the inside out, this is actually just so you guys, well, most of you know this will be my second year coming, but I kind of am on the reason I say inside out is because I have gotten lots of feedback from the campers that ones that don't come out and say things because I just know how to get it out of them. And number one, doing chili isn't the greatest idea because it makes everybody stinky by farting all day.
Oh,
And last year we had a couple people overeat, which if we all could do that. But everybody thought was, is there any way that we could do maybe like a taco kind of thing that they can just pile on the toppings, and if you're vegetarian, then you just don't put the meat on your plate.
I think that would be just fine.
Tacos instead, yes.
You know, it's just an idea that they've given me. That's all.
We could do taco day.
That's a pretty.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
only,
Your
my
kids,
only question about that is,
Every week, Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. That's
He's
not,
talking.
oh, be okay.
my only question about that is, I think it's a great idea, but Saturday lunch, you're gonna have a lot of people in there. And it makes for a lot of confusion if you try to have everyone go up and get their tacos.
Were we talking about doing it family style? Or is that
Yeah, it's gonna, so you're right. Yeah, I agree, B, because we've had that situation before.
because I was thinking, to each table the bowl of, in my head it was just immediately like that. So like the bowl of meat, the plate of tortillas, and the beans and rice. But that's just because standard in my
It's a
head.
lot on the table, and I highly don't recommend it.
Okay.
What about maybe spaghetti or something simple? Would that be easier? Just a bowl of
Again, if you're
noodles
gonna
and
have
some
meatloaf,
sauce.
okay, so here's the thing with both of those choices.
Okay.
It's
I'm
ground
new, so
beef,
that's why I'm
again,
asking.
Okay, one at a
it's
time, please.
ground beef twice. It's ground beef twice if you have chili and then, or spaghetti, and then you have meatloaf.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. I forgot about the meatloaf for supper, so I apologize. I'm glad you said that. What about like chicken noodle soup instead of chili?
We could do.
These are always
But you
good.
need to have a vegetarian option.
We could make a bean soup. We could make a 3-bean vegetarian soup or something. I mean,
All the time, it's just like just a vegetable soup, good, with barley or something in like that too.
Well, beef and barley would be beef on beef, like B was saying.
With barley.
Yeah.
YouTube's always good, you know.
Good.
Especially I'd add ketchup to it.
Okay, so the feeling is that tacos would be too difficult. Is that the feeling?
Yep. So that idea's out. Like B,
Okay.
B made a good point, which I didn't think of. So thank you.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you had if you had it set up as a taco bar, but then you'd have to have a volunteer with each person to kind of help carry.
Yeah, time consuming.
yeah.
But if you had it at the table, like a family style, then you'd still need somebody to build those tacos for the
Right.
folks,
yeah.
and it could take a while too,
Yeah.
So usually we have like one volunteer at the table, kind of helping serve, that sort of thing. So,
Mhm.
okay, so now we're to soup.
So I have chicken noodle soup, vegetable soup, some, and then include stuff like just bean soup. Those are the things.
We could do a nice soup variety instead of chili and have less bean option. So it won't be stinky later. So
Well,
Don't put Beano on the table. No.
yeah, that would be an easy switch.
Actually, if you put baking soda in the soup, it takes out some of that.
If you do what? Sorry, baking soda in the soup?
When you're making the soup, if you put baking soda in, it actually helps break down the gas issues.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you put in a tablespoon of baking soda as you cook the beans. My mom's recipe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it works.
Right on.
Baking
Who
soda
knew?
is a great,
Who knew?
learn something as we go on.
Who knew?
and it doesn't hurt anything.
Right.
Great, so I feel like we're all in agreement with soup on for Saturday lunch.
Yes, that sounds good to me.
Me.
Okay, great, great.
All right, we'll revert back.
I would still either do the cornbread or do some kind of biscuits.
I will say, still cornbread would be really good with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
agree with
Cornbread, yeah.
Cornbread is delicious.
Yours is wonderful.
Love it.
Okay.
And there's always crackers. There's always crackers, which is
Yeah.
my go-to for soup.
Right, it doesn't have to just be.
Or you could be my brother. He always had chili with his crackers.
Somebody just left. Oh, Nick must have left.
Oh, right.
No.
That's okay. I'm here for Nick and I.
Okay, all right. I just heard it made a ding. So the rest of it on Saturday lunch, okay? The cheese and crackers and Fritos. I'm not sure how many people put Fritos in chicken noodle soup, but
We were just
You
there.
wouldn't want those in chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
It's crackers.
Anything.
Okay.
okay.
So,
Saturday dinner. So it seems like so we're going to keep the meatloaf?
It's always good.
last year we had, and the good thing is about having soup, then we won't have two just red meats in a row, but just
I agree.
and then we could meatloaf and I think the big thing was that we're talking about, like, if there is veggie loaf, a small veggie loaf.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
I
that's
usually do a half pan of those.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then we had mashed potatoes, gravy, veggies, the carrots, broccoli, garlic bread, tossed salad, and then for dessert, brookies.
Yeah.
Any comments about that meal?
My only thing was I would go light on the amount of veggie loaf there was, because
Yeah.
I know I ended up eating it because there was so much of that left versus
Yeah.
the other, so that would be great.
We're
Yeah,
just
that's happened to me twice.
of meatloaf. That's a big.
I got mine cold last time, but it was still very good
Okay.
because I had spent a long time at the hospital emergency room. So it was still very good. I had a wedge. It was probably 3 by 3 and it was great. Thank you, Hayley, for saving that for me.
Not a problem.
But I was gonna say, it didn't matter if it was cold or hot. It was great.
That's good. We can always make a cold meatloaf sandwich, you know?
I do that.
Yeah.
Oh, and no mushrooms, please.
No mushrooms. No
Yeah.
mushrooms.
I know Nick can't do mushrooms either.
That was another trip to the emergency room a few years ago.
Hey, because it was
It was in the chili.
Well, we had the ladies that had indicated that they couldn't eat tomatoes or mushrooms.
Mhm.
And so the mushrooms I don't think we knew about the mushroom being in there. We knew the
Right.
tomatoes and they said, oh, okay, try it,
Uh-huh.
And the one lady had an anaphylactic shock.
Yeah.
And the lady to go.
Oh, shoot.
So yeah, that was not good. But
Thank you.
it all turned out, she was fine, but anyway. And I know, Matthew, you always ask me the question, how many have signed up and what are the dietary restrictions? I don't have a whole lot of signups yet. I think I've got about maybe. Okay. I've got 13 women and 6 men, but I know a lot of people are getting ready to send in their application.
Yeah.
Pretty early still, so they have until I think I put in the 19th of January to sign up to get the final numbers. So, so yeah, it's always like,
Yeah,
then they start coming in.
yeah, yeah.
And we do have the sign up. We have a few signed up online. So that was including the online signups. So let's go to Sunday. Again, I thought this was a good breakfast. How'd the quiche go over last year, Hayley and B? Any thoughts on your?
Me personally, I can't do the quiche, but everybody seemed to like it because it's more contained in its filling.
Yeah.
Um,
Everybody enjoys making it.
And you can't do the quiche because of eggs or?
Yeah, I can't do that. But like I said, no big deal. There's plenty of other stuff that I can eat. Just give me leftovers from the rest of the whole weekend. I'd be glad to eat them. I'm not a leftover. I love leftovers personally. So.
Meatloaf for breakfast, right?
Hey, I grew up on that, so yeah.
It's like pizza for breakfast. So.
I thought the quiche went over well.
That was
Did
new.
we have,
Go ahead, B. What was that?
did we have a couple kinds or no?
One was with meat and one without, wasn't it?
Well, it was a mixed veggie. It was just a big like garden vegetable one, and then we had just cheese, plain no cheese, and then one with ham in it.
Ham, yeah.
I had one
Three.
ham and it
Okay,
was
so I got one of the plain.
Sorry, B. What was that?
I got one of the plain and the texture was kind of odd on it, but it tasted good.
I feel like they do.
It do get kind of weird if there's no toppings in it. Yeah.
the eggs tend to congeal down into
Yeah.
more of a paste instead.
For it to clean.
The vegetables tend to give more moisture, so it stays lighter and fluffier.
Yeah.
Maybe I cooked that one
Yeah.
last.
Mm.
We'll keep it at
Okay.
My only thing in question about that breakfast is it specifically says the carrot muffins, which I did love making last year, but is it okay if I did more of a variety like this instead of just the one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll say yes. We'll say yes.
Good.
What's the variety you guys are getting fed right now?
Okay, the variety in front of us, we have looks like a cranberry muffin,
And then an apple cinnamon and
Which is amazing.
chocolate.
and a double chocolate muffin.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like-
they got.
They were smaller pans.
They're not out as beautiful as my other ones, but they'll taste delicious.
The
Yeah.
flavor is amazing.
And yeah, this is a special treat. We've never had a spread like this put out for us when we come to this meeting. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Right.
Same.
The cupcake.
Matthew asked for you to make some snacks.
Yeah. Okay, so for Sunday breakfast, then we'll do the quiche again. Evaluate the plain cheese.
Yeah.
With the plain.
Then
Yeah, those not
and then the rest of it was great. The veggie sausage, hash browns, bacon, all things I love.
Yeah.
And then then the other stuff, normal stuff for breakfast. A variety of muffins. Okay. And then, okay, let's go to Sunday. Now, turkey and ham sandwiches. So this has always been a challenge for us. And one of the ideas that we've had in some of our meetings is that when the people check in on Friday, we're going to hopefully have extra volunteers to help us. And one of the stations will be, what do you want for Sunday lunch?
Oh,
That would
perfect.
be so nice.
Do you want a turkey sandwich or a ham sandwich? And so we will hopefully develop a list Friday for you guys to use to make up the sandwiches with.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
If there's not one, I will sit there and I'll also get their medical history and I can get it all. But we'll have and we can hand that to you and we should be good to go.
Right.
That would be great.
Yeah, we
Yep.
always are like, it makes it sad when somebody doesn't get the one they want, so.
Now, question. This is Haley. A few of the campers were wondering because they like to keep theirs for later in the day. Could you do PB&J
Yeah.
instead of the meat? Because the meat tends to sit and get warm and.
It's
It'll
not
be-
peanut butter, but it's sun butter.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
yes,
well,
yeah.
that's what they were wondering though.
Yeah, we can do like the some butter sandwiches instead. For some of them if they want it.
So the only thing so the only, this is good, but then how do we label them?
That's what I grabbed my helper and while you guys are finishing up, they bring me the sandwiches out. Everything else was in the bag. We just put the sandwich by the name and then the Michigan kids helped me get them to the people. They had them before they left the room last year.
Unlike the year before, where one of them got out of here before.
Right.
Yeah.
We ended up
We did
boxes
not,
of
we had
sandwiches.
everything done.
Okay,
And that
so
was them not getting the
I felt like it
information
went
until
a
that
lot
morning.
smoother last year. than
Yeah.
I did.
And I think this year will be even better because
Yes,
I think
yeah.
we'll have a better
I agree.
idea of how we want to do it. Table over here by where the cereal is.
Mhm.
And but now Michigan were with us and we just passed them out. It worked out really, really well.
So just to make sure that we're on the same page, we want the Sunday box lunch pretty much done right at the end of breakfast, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's what
Mhm.
you had, right? Okay.
And because I think you had already done all the bag stuff. All that we had to do was the sandwiches at the last minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That.
so the trained people are the ones that usually have to have them first unless we have a driver that comes really early for whatever
Right.
reason, doesn't
Yeah.
tell us. So,
Well, the people that left from Grand Rapids, the two gentlemen and
they left
The
early
double-
anyway.
they were the only ones who left early.
Right. Year before, we had a guy from Detroit come and had several people.
I remember that.
And like 8:30 he came and he was like, "Come on, let's go."
Yeah.
So there was a mad rush trying to find their luggage, which wasn't ready to go. And so yeah, it was a mess.
Still enjoying their breakfast.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Okay. And it seems like on Friday and Saturday snacks that the dessert leftovers works well.
Okay.
We still have leftovers because
Well, it's a
everybody.
great way for, to use that stuff.
Yeah, right. So
I'm sure we'll find what it's meant here in a minute.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
well, we'll probably do again on Friday, early afternoon. Because we have trained people coming in like at 1:00. So we've been, like doing Subway sandwiches,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
and then Peggy and Barry bring snacks, like chips and stuff like that. So we'll probably do that again. That seems to work okay.
Yeah.
So
911.
So let's see. So, okay, so that's good. Dessert leftovers. Let's see. Down at the bottom, we've got the coffee cart and the brown chairs. So that seems to work okay, I think, right? Now, did you have the big urn last year?
Mhm.
Or what did we do out there?
Mhm.
Had the
Yeah.
urn, right?
They would exchange it back
Yeah,
and forth
Yeah,
as it
on the
went.
black card.
Yeah.
Right.
Put it out in the morning. Clean it out. And then put
Yeah.
it back out in the morning.
Do you want it on, are we, and the question about, are we able to do it on, Friday?
Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't be
Okay,
able to.
Friday, Saturday, and it is like when it's
Just be
like,
the first thing I do when I get here
Yeah.
Friday.
well,
You want
So
it-
you're talking
No,
Friday
no.
evening or Friday
I
evening,
feel
right?
like Friday afternoon and evening time, because a lot of people are, when they come in,
Doorbell?
good. Just, yeah,
Driveway
Doorbell?
to drive.
the Friday is
We have
also,
that. Yeah, but then we have STEM.
We'll be
Yeah,
here
you're gonna be
anyways.
here, so just like
Yeah,
that.
it's not a, that's not a big deal.
So, yeah, I mean,
We'll have this for a show.
yeah,
That'd be weird.
Are you
Is
guys talking about the coffee? Because I'm a little lost.
Yeah.
we were talking
Oh,
about the speaker
okay.
put out by the chairs in the fireplace room.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. I was just a little lost.
My other thing is I really am trying to people, I kept finding half bottles of water around. If people understood they could, if they have water bottles or if they bring something, they can fill their water bottles. And I will be glad to help them because they've got a water station and a water fountain. And so we threw away a lot of half drank bottles because people can't see.
That's why I was told to get the 10-ounce bottles of water this year.
Okay.
The small ones.
Well,
I would
last year
just
I brought the
put a
bottles that had
anyway.
the special pop tops on them for refill.
Oh,
So
well, if they
they
smaller
should have
bottles,
been using them last year.
too.
Okay, so we had a lot of discussion there just in the last couple of seconds about water bottles. I know Jim is planning on buying the small water bottles.
Because that's what you asked me, or someone that said, yeah, so.
Hayley and Nick are bringing the little ones too for Friday night snack affair. Just the little minis so they don't get wasted. We don't have bottles laying around too, remember?
Well, last year we ran out of water, that's why.
Right. Right.
Well, we brought 2 cases to bring with the Friday lunch. And they were all gone. I didn't get one by the time I got down there. Matter of fact, I got the last little piece of sandwich.
I don't think I ate. So, but I know that, I mean, as far as like people having, if they have their own water bottle that they can identify, that's one thing. If they give them a bottle with a pop top, you know, they may set it down and not know where they put it, kind of like a cane. And
Right.
then it's lost, you know, because somebody's going to say, okay, there's a half bottle of water. Whose is it? Nobody knows. Boom, in the trash, you know.
That was for lunch that I had those, so it should have been all the people that was eating lunch there.
Right.
Most of those are sighted people.
True. Half of them anyway. So we'll have a magic marker available. They can,
yeah.
they can put their name on it, you know, or somebody or
I
something.
feel like this is very true with many groups, school groups. Yeah, not just the school groups, but other groups that we have here. Like, who's half full cup of coffee is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else about food comments that we want to make before Megan and Carrie leave?
My comment is you are excellent cooks. Thank you so much. I think that everyone will be very well fed over the course of the weekend. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And if you come up with any changes in how we do things, but I really think if we are able to give you your sandwich ideas at the beginning, we can go in that way. I'll have a marker. If you can just wheel them out and we'll take care of it from there.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will make some corrections with you. Make sure that we're on the same page.
For the
Yeah, and I'll like the
We'll-
menu.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I could send the menu out to you.
You want to
as well.
send it to me? Yeah, that'd be great.
So do that.
And
Okay.
I, for one, really like the soup idea instead of the chili.
Oh, that's B, right?
Yep.
In favor of soup. All right. Vote for soup.
Yes.
Okay.
What's your favorite soup? Okay.
I didn't hear you. Mushroom.
So one of the things I want to try to do, if I can get this, is to put this in Braille. The lady that did the winter camp notice things for me has offered to do anything we want to do. So I'm hoping, I would like to get this in Braille so that we can, you know, at least have a few copies sitting around for people to the desk so they can check it. And then also, if we get our schedule put together in time, get that put in Braille as well with some copies. So people can, kind of check it out and see what's happening. And so, okay. So I kind of took my agenda items from last year's discussion. So we can modify this however we want. One of the things, so capacity, I guess last year we knew we had a lot of women coming, and so we moved, and plus with our inability to use the counselors' rooms, B and
You guys, later, my client is here, so.
well, thanks, B. Appreciate your feedback.
Yep, no problem.
You'll
Okay.
be snuggling with us again this year, B.
Yep. All right, bye.
Hi, B.
Bye, B.
Bye.
So I'm assuming we should probably still plan on, I don't know ultimately how many people we're going to have, but we should plan on using that coat room for
the coat room.
the dorm monitor folks.
You want it same as last year?
I think it was perfect.
There were 3 beds.
You mean cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad
Let's
cold
leave
as long
base
as we
well.
could prepare for it.
There's 3 beds and then the dresser.
Yes, that was perfect.
I'm glad.
Yeah. So the only problem was the heat, and it was chilly.
What heat?
It's gonna be
There was no heat.
All the guys had it all. Remember, they said, "Oh, we're so hot." Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
Right.
they think they are anyway.
Well,
I know.
so there isn't a heater in that room, right?
So you would have to, we can go look at it, but you would have to,
I really was fine because I had a sleeping bag and then I put a quilt over the top. And once we were able to get blankets for B and Peggy, it was better for you, right?
Right.
Second
But
night,
I'm gonna have a sleeping bag this year.
see that was
My heavy blanket inside it.
warm.
And we've been letting people know, and I don't know if I sent you this, but I put an addendum in with the applications that I sent out. I don't know if you'd seen this or not, but basically advising people to bring extra warm bedding, especially for the women, because it gets cold in that dorm can. And so I've had a few questions about it, but basically, we're saying, hey, bring a sleeping bag. Yes, you're going to get a blanket, but you may want to, if you tend to be cold, you should bring something extra.
And if the weather's going to be like this right now.
Yeah, you definitely want to.
right, yeah, I feel like it's one of those things, like some of the dorms, on some of the wings, especially in the guys dorm, some of the guys could be complaining about how too warm it is, and then some people could also be complaining about how freezing.
Right. So of course, last year also, you guys had refinished the floors, which was, it's like, it was a very stinky, stuff that you guys were doing the floors with.
Oh, yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
And so I'm sure they had to air the dorm out. And what we found again was that some windows weren't completely closed. So that's probably something that
I felt like the bad guy. I was like, Roger, we have got to go check all these windows because I felt something and I was right. So maybe that's something with us getting there early too, is we can help look at all the windows.
nothing that was completely open, but
No.
say
Right.
you could push it about another inch in, to actually seal it, So anyway, so that's something that I just need to put on my mental list to check, prior to. Okay, so men should not be a problem with any of this in terms of housing. Let's see. The one thing that came up during our discussions during this year was some sort of a camp orientation, because we will have new campers coming this year as well. And sometimes we kind of like, if they have somebody that came with them, or if they know somebody to help them kind of learn the ropes. But it was felt that, we probably should do something with people, and I'm not sure exactly what that looks like. And Hayley, maybe you're, better.
Yeah, I already told you guys I would gladly
What,
help
what
with
would,
that.
how would we want to do that? I don't know if you do that at Michigan Ski for Light.
Yeah, I do.
What was the question, Roger?
Is it a
Sorry.
sit? An orientation.
Orientation, and I already said I
Yeah.
would do that. Yeah, I do that with Ski for Light too. Is anybody brand spanking new, we take them personally to their cabin, show them where their bunk, their room is, the bathroom, and make sure they're comfortable. And normally I wait a little bit until I get a group of people.
the other guy.
Yeah.
Nick, you need to mute yourself.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys. And so I can do that. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something that we can have because we'll have a lot of people, and
Well, with us coming early this year too, I can get some other people and kind of go through my little spiel and do a quick walkthrough and show them how to do it. Because
Right.
it's not hard because there's not much room between building to building. It's not like spread out like Ski for Light is. So that's at least the positive about winter camp.
yep, that's why we like to do it here.
Yeah. So I definitely will take the reins on that. I don't mind.
And we may want to ask people if they want an orientation.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that came up from the summer camp folks is that they do that because there is a little more space between areas at summer camp. And so people kind of need to walk around and say, okay, here's the dining room, here's, this room, and here's the restroom, and here's, and this is how you're going to get to your cabin,
Well, and something that I've done in the past, something with my special needs older groups too, that are pretty much brand new to O&M and everything, is I have a guys group and a girls group. So the guys, they go out from, say, just the kitchen, and they go right out to the guys' cabin and back and forth a couple of times. Same with the girls. So then they're not going from, the whole group isn't going from the guys to the girls and getting confused.
right. Well, we can talk a little bit more about how to organize that and who's going to do it. That's the thing because you can't do it all, Hayley, obviously.
No, Nick and I can do that. We've done that plenty of times.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, so we'll say that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's important because that'll help lessen the stress.
People in at different times, so you have a train group coming early, and then hopefully the rest of the people will be later. But you never know. So let's talk about traffic issues in the main hallway, and we have our poster child for for traffic issues sitting next to me, Mr.
Jim Phelan.
And so we had quite a long discussion about this in our initial wrap-up, and I don't know that we actually resolved anything. There was discussion about putting something down in the middle, like a tape or something down through the middle of the hallway that would be something that a cane might be able to feel, so that you could make sure that you're on the right-hand side of the hallway, the correct side of the hallway, I should say.
That's gonna be a mess.
And
So what was going on was one of our campers was basically sweeping her cane the full length of the hallway, and that's how she tripped Jim. Jim was coming the opposite way, and she was doing such a wide swing that she literally tripped him.
Well, she wasn't doing so wide till she got to where I was. All of a sudden, she went way out and over I went.
But
So, I mean,
that's something that was a designation on the center, so when the cane hit it, they would know that they need to stay on this side.
I don't know. So that's
So something that when actually we've seen in Europe that really helped was, and I've done this for my own self to get to know different things, is you just take like a piece of binder twine that's real thin and stick it on the floor. Somebody holds both sides, and then you just put tape over that, and your cane can indicate that. And it's not a trip hazard because it's so little, but the cane can feel it.
You just like duct tape over the top, or
Yeah, you just duct tape over that binder twine because the binder twine is your quote unquote bump, your indicator.
Oh, so when you say tape it down, is that tape it lengthwise or tape it crosswise?
However you want to do it. To normally we tape it quite a few times to make sure, and if you see the tape starting to come up, you just put another piece of tape down on that piece to make sure it stays down on the floor.
We
That's
could
all.
run it. We could run it lengthwise down. That way, no, it won't come up. If I mean, and it shouldn't bother the floor, right, Matthew?
Say again?
It shouldn't bother the floor.
No, I think depending on which tape we use, it wouldn't bother the floor, especially because or the hallway that's tiled, so
Right. I just don't want to leave
Yeah.
residue on the floor. I mean, so we don't have to scrape it and take off the wax and all that fun stuff. That's it. I yield.
I would say tell the sighted person walk in the opposite way, just to stop just against the wall and let them go by.
Well, and also, I mean, I guess also as part of either orientation or comments during, as we gather, just to talk about that, talk about the issue of the hallway and traffic, and, try to stay to the right, try to stay to the whichever direction you're traveling.
Well, and that's where just anybody courtesy. If you see somebody coming and you're gonna smack into it, hey, I'm in front of you. Can you please stop or slow down? Or hey, move to your left, move to your right. That's just we've just got to be more verbal too. All of us.
So we also have a lot of volunteers that are, that are going to be coming in from the, where there's the educational stuff and the bingo people and the other people that may be coming in and out. I think that the visual for us on the ground will give us a sign that stay on one side or the other.
Yeah, like I said, just get some small binder twine. That's what I've done plenty of times, and that's what Donna actually does with the birding kids.
Oh, okay.
I mean, to me,
That's just a quick, cheap, easy fix.
That's
raised.
I mean, I went against the wall, still got tripped up.
Okay, well, that's a good idea. So what kind of, is there a thought? Well, we can
I
talk.
can just grab the binder twine. That's not a problem. I'll just grab that.
We probably have some. I don't know.
We may have it from speaker last.
Yeah, painter's tape would be good. It won't leave a residue.
I agree.
Was it gonna stick with people walking on
Oh,
it
no,
for a weekend?
it'll stay for a weekend. Then you can always redo it.
Especially in the middle.
We have used painter's tape on our wooden floors during our tree class. So I agree with what you're saying about.
We can get the wide,
Yeah, just get the widest stuff
Right.
you can.
the wide painter's tape. Good. All right.
And if you get something colored, that'll help too for the people that are light sensitive.
It'll be blue or green.
I'm gonna say they're coming about two colors.
So which color is better for light sensitivity? Probably varies with person to person if they have it.
It does, but if it's a bright green, probably the blue, I'd just grab that.
Is pretty bright. It's almost fluorescent. So
Yeah, that's what we used.
Yep. Okay. Anything else on traffic issues? I think that's the main issue. I guess, well, okay, let's talk about another traffic issue last year was our snack person, Gwen. And nothing against Gwen, but she had kind of set up, and we just didn't do anything about it, but she had set up in the hallway next to the water fountain. And so, and that created a lot of
Not gonna happen.
bottleneck. Now, our Michelle McBride, the previous snack lady, she's coming, and so so the next question is, where should we set them up? And now, the previous year, they were sitting next to the entrance to the office.
And Gwen was standing there half the time talking to him, blocking everything.
Well, that's Gwen, but we're not going to do that again.
No, but I'm talking. She was always talking to the two snack ladies constantly.
Yeah.
She was
You
always
couldn't get into the office.
Yeah, you couldn't get there.
So I mean, that's not an ideal thing either. And in one of our conversations, it was mentioned maybe they could set up in the coat room.
Oh, no.
But that's not very big. That's not a very big space. And Dorothy and I just looked at it and it's kind of like, no, I don't think so.
Small.
Wouldn't be able to get in to get our coats.
I think they ought to be in there where they do bingo, like right inside the door to the right.
Well, we talked about that.
Before you get to where Teresa's set up. That would be ideal because that's where the majority of the people are.
Well, at certain times,
Oh, yeah.
Down there.
at certain times. And so they would, like a lot, I don't know, Jim, when do you see people coming most often to get stuff? When you're doing your beverage?
Once you're away from dinner, just about any time, especially Jason buying his Coke, all the Coke he knows.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think there's any great space to do this. And they're somewhat mobile. They don't bring all their stuff in, but they're somewhat mobile. So if it became a problem, I know that they're probably going to want to set up right where they were before, right where.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. They cannot be in the hallway.
Yeah, not in the hallway, Barry, but
This is next to the office going into the other office.
That's still, that's a walking place. They got to get through there too.
There are people.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the
the
staff can't get into their office either. So the question would be: is it
on either side of the door?
Could you go like back where you are, Jim, and maybe you go to a different spot? I don't know. Not to dislodge you from your corner, but
I would rather see Jim stay there because Jim follows the rules.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And have them go to another spot because truly, when we have people coming in to get stuff like that, have a diabetic check or whatever, they can't get in because of how congested it gets.
Right.
And I think if we had a designated snack area, they set their stuff up, that'll be fine for them.
And then if you have to step away from the desk, like sometimes I've stepped in.
You just go in and do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I did have an idea. We would have to look more over at those things. I'm thinking that if we move one of the couches
We've talked about that too.
in front of where the owl is, and then so it shuts it off. But in reality, does it matter for this weekend?
Let's go and look.
Not a little bit here. And can we take a field trip?
We could take a field trip.
We're going on a field trip all the way here. And this is what we did with another group. That would probably fill.
Let's go on a field trip then, Roger.
We're going.
I think just visualizing in my head right now, I think that'd be perfect. And I think we talked about the poor owl too.
Yeah.
Past calls is to try to help that part of it.
So if we took this couch and maybe moved them all down this way.
Moved it right into here. So it will be the only time we would have to do it, and we might make that Saturday a feeding day or a
Cleaning day.
No, not a cleaning day, but a day where a fasting day. So there's only a few times where we would have to interrupt. But the couch right here, hello, buddy. To do that, and then move it down,
Mr. Owl.
and so move this couch down, and then possibly have the snack person right in against this wall.
Oh yeah.
Because that I think could I think that could work. I would almost want to make sure that we could have a bigger entrance here for people to come.
This spot here is kind of a bottleneck.
This is a bottleneck, and so this is where one of those things where I was like, "Oh,
Eliminate chair,
we could." I would love to be able to eliminate a chair, but if we move this chair over to this against the wall, then it could give us this entrance. And I think that we would be able to, with your help, we could have the snack person, Michelle, in against this wall, and they would still be in here, their main place. But I think it's
She probably sell more stuff even.
I think that they would, I think, I understand the need to be in this room because this is our gathering room. This is before and after.
Right. Oh, yeah,
but
people-
I think that.
Yeah.
That's my.
I think that's
I
great.
love that idea.
And that's
And
that's
she-
one of the things. Now, Art used to set up in this little corner here for his little picture thing, but it seems to work out pretty well for him to be in the office with his printer and all that. So yeah, that's a wonderful idea. Now the people sitting here might get a little warm, but
You know,
Oh,
there's
that's when you
those-
just get up and walk around.
those older people that get cold, might want to sit there for sure. So
Well, I just stoke down the fire. I just don't burn it up as hot, and if
Might
we
have
have
to
to get
move
it
the-
moved.
but we have to move the stump.
We could move the stump as well. That is.
That's the stump.
actually, the stumps are probably a good thing, so they don't get too close to the fire. That's kind of my thing.
Well, you got a
Yeah,
lot of
it would, with the couch, it would just extend to right here and this way.
yeah. I think that's perfect. I think that's a great idea.
So that we
In
can.
front of the owl.
Be in front of the owl. Yep.
I love the idea.
So yeah, I'm just thinking.
Okay.
Right,
That
and then
works.
along this line.
Yep.
Okay.
Excellent.
And then Jim could be in his corner and
Yeah, over there and then.
Everybody has their corners where they're putting,
to your corners.
yeah, to your corner where you belong.
That's why we could get the copy, because the copy was jutted out last time. The copy can go back where it usually is.
Yeah.
Because one was there.
Because when you had like dinner time, you had a lot of people, it was like trapped right here.
Yep.
Right, I think with the coffee cart, what I would love to be able to do is take that coffee cart and then almost like move the coffee cart into the dining hall for the
For dinner.
for dinner as well. And so that then that we could just be like, hey, look, we made all this coffee.
Too much coffee, go drink it.
And then as opposed to because going up to the front is sometimes also a congestion, that we could just have them.
If they're doing hot chocolate or something like that.
Right,
it's-
and then if straight coffee, you could just.
Well, we did, didn't we have coffee on the table last year? Coffee pots on the table.
Yeah.
Rather than have a big lineup at the,
Yes, we have the coffee.
so,
yes.
so if you had coffee there and then the only thing they needed was hot water for the chocolate, then they could.
That and tea, you do a lot of tea.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was
Good.
gonna say, Roger, I don't really think many people really got much coffee or whatever out of that coffee cart anyways last year. I don't recall.
Well, I don't know.
This is like in terms of this is more like where we need some of the volunteers to be knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is our service. So you don't have to come in here.
Right.
Because we know that there is.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Drunk.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, if it-
but
At breakfast
Football.
time, I serve everybody out there as they're coming in. They all get coffee before breakfast.
okay. I just didn't recall 100% of it, so just what I had
It keeps the traffic down while we're trying to get set up. So you have
Yes.
people going through the whole thing, and
No,
particularly if they're with canes, they're really getting in the way.
It is a great idea to have it out there because it does work well. I didn't recall a lot of it use, but if you say breakfast time was the perfect time, then hey, great.
Yeah, so I'm thinking just on the coffee craft on the table. Barry. You there, Barry?
Yep.
Because so I was thinking, because we didn't mention this with the meals. I'm thinking the coffee craft on the table, Saturday breakfast and Sunday breakfast. Does that sound fair? Because I feel like the rest of the time it's like.
Yeah, I agree with you. And there, they want coffee. It's not that there's only a few of them, and it's not that hard to go get it for them. But in the morning, they're just about all want some.
Yeah, great. Good. I will make that addition to our list.
Okay.
So that's going to be excuse me, that's going to be coffee crafts on the tables, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this might be also for a job for some of the cadets or something like that, because it's like one of those things like, hey, the coffee crafts
Make sure
are,
they're full.
are right up there, and then they could fill it up just from the coffee urn.
Yeah.
So nothing, and that way we congestion right up here, because this is what we see a lot of.
Hey, I thought of an idea for soup for lunch because B said, think of something broccoli cheese. That's always a good winner. Ooh, yeah. Broccoli cheese is always good.
Good vegetarian option.
Yeah, broccoli cheese is always a good winner.
Get the Bedford Lions up there.
I was thinking tomato bits, so I mean, either one, but
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's another option too.
Okay. Move chair. I'm going to put move chair, move couches.
Matthew, that was the best idea ever. That was great.
That was what I was thinking with the couch, is it? And then when he went and took that walk, that was perfect. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Next thing I have on here is event spaces. And we talked about, so what we're considering doing the descriptive movies out in the big room Friday night.
And games and
Games. So
music.
would we want to do, so do we want to spread that out
Yeah, remember we talked about doing the games in
in the cafeteria maybe?
cafeteria because then everybody has tables and they're not trying to juggle it on their lap.
When did they do the blanket tying or whatever they do in here?
That's Saturday.
That's Saturday.
Saturday, okay.
This is Friday night.
This would be Friday night entertainment.
And then the movie, Nick said we could put in the smaller room unless we get a lot of people.
Well, I know that we've got screens out in the big, couple of screens, right?
Yeah.
They're big pull down screens, right? And one of them is on the beam.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and so
I just need a room for the music room because B's gonna bring her guitar and some other people are gonna bring some stuff.
Wasn't that the site craft room there off the big room that we could use for like music? I think you could shut the door technically, so then that way it's not.
That'd be perfect because then it's all right there. You got the movie, that, and then the cafeteria. That's all right there. Then it's not super spread out and confusing.
I say the music wouldn't get that loud enough to disrupt the movie.
well, it'd be acoustic music anyway. So so we'll say the craft room would be music, big room is movies, and then
Cafeteria's games.
cafeteria games.
Yep.
They can do snacks, whatever.
Yep, Nick and I will do the snacks like we said we would do.
Okay. How's it going, sir?
Good, yourself?
Very nice to see you again.
When you say craft room for music, you're thinking the fish room?
The fish room.
Okay, great. Yep.
And
I don't
So if
remember
we can just have
names of
some
the
chairs
rooms,
in
so I
there,
apologize.
that'd be good.
Lisa does the thing.
Yeah.
actually, no. Teresa does her thing out in the open big room. She has a table set up, and then if she did a clinic, it was in the snake room.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
She was working in the snake room. So we really only had crafts in that back room. That's the very back room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
what the fish room is that?
that's the back room. The very, where we had the silent auction for the open house?
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
The big
where
room.
Teresa was.
it's a big
Okay,
room.
that's fine.
No, she's,
Did we, so we wanted the youth academy not in the snake room this year?
Yes, they requested to not be in this. He said that
the supervisors requested that we not have a
space for them because they were hiding in there.
Uh-huh.
We were hiding in there the first year I was here. I caught one in there, you know.
They said they were in there taking naps they said that not there's a few bad apples caused it for all of them, so they prefer all the spaces to be utilized. They can hang their coats up, but that's it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and
So we could use that for the people who did the ham radio or whatever can be in there.
Well, yes, and so I've got to verify with the guy, but a fellow new camper that's coming is a ham radio enthusiast, and so he had talked about, when I talked to him, he talked about bringing in some portable equipment to set up and have people, kind of see what's going on. But that's usually, the snake room is usually a good spot for that, because when Mike's been here with his old time radio and things, that's a nice kind of quiet place to be for that. So anyway, that's another use for the snake room. I haven't talked to Teresa about where she wants to do her stuff, but she could also do that during the day on Saturday in that room. And if we have I think last year we had the library in there, we had Teresa in there.
everything can go in.
So, I mean,
It can be readjusted.
it can be adjusted. It's pretty fluid. Okay, so the audio descriptive. So and Hayley's putting together some lists of things. We will have another winter camp chat in December. Actually, we'll have two more. We'll have one in December the 20th in the afternoon, and then we'll have one in January. So, we can talk about some of these things more specifically with them and get ideas. But I think that's kind of where we're narrowing in on, is the audio descriptive. Everybody I've mentioned it to thought it was a good idea. So.
And on our winter camp chat, just so you know, I already have it narrowed down and just kind of out of that group pick what movie and everybody just kind of go with it.
Okay.
Just to make it easier on Nick.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. I had travel down here, and the Flint folks are driving, so you don't have to worry about Sunday. That was. Oh, by the way, how do you I don't know if you're Nick, are you still there? Haley's there.
I'm here. I know what way we come. So what's your question?
I don't know how many people you're bringing.
So as of right now, they haven't confirmed with me, but it'll be me, Nick, and then two other ladies, and then Charles. So 5 of us total, maybe 6 at max, because that's all the van can hold.
Okay. Well, I didn't know how many people you were thinking, but we have these folks in Lansing that are coming, and so I've got Brent Barretsy working on transportation. I haven't heard from him, but anyway, I knew that you guys would probably be coming across there. So if you had room.
Well, how many would be coming from there?
There's 3. What if we rented you a van?
That'd be a Nick question, because obviously I can't drive. But.
Yeah, I potentially could say yes to that.
I don't know if that's necessary, but I'm just.
Well, if our other 2 ladies don't come, they're gonna let me know this week. I'll let you know right away. If they don't come, yeah, we definitely don't have to rent a van. We just pick them up, because it would just be Charles in the back, and technically we hold 3 in the back and then 2 in the middle. So that's 5 people.
As
and
long
then
as
Nick
they don't
and I
bring
up
a
front.
heavy bunch of suitcases, we're good.
Yeah, they can't bring a bunch of luggage. That's all. Because it's just a regular minivan.
Okay. So who are you? Who is the people that you're?
Well, they'd be new. They'd be new. Renee, I
Okay.
told you the other day, and then Heidi. She's sighted, but she wants to volunteer. But she is part of our Flint NFB group, and she is special needs herself. But she's pretty high functioning and can help. And then Charles Martin.
Yep, Charles.
Yep.
He may or may not, he says he's coming right now. He paid, but that may possibly change too. I don't know.
Yeah. So we'll figure that out as a group later on off the books, so we can get this meeting going.
Are you? Yeah, you didn't mention Tiffany.
No, Tiffany's going to be coming with Kevin in Grand Rapids.
Okay.
She's coming with Grand Rapids.
Yeah, her and
She'll be
Kevin,
separately, so that'll be.
because she's already
Don't have
moved
to
to
worry
Grand
about that.
Rapids permanently.
Okay. So I think I told Charis that Tiffany would be possibly on the list. So,
Yep.
okay.
No.
Yes.
And Tiffany and Kevin know each other, so they're both comfortable with that, riding with each other.
Sounds good.
They know each other at summer camp.
Just to double back on spaces, anything else we need to talk about on spaces? Like event spaces. I think we've covered most of it.
Did you say on Saturday you're doing something in the cafeteria?
No, Friday
Oh,
night we're gonna do board games and whatever games everybody brings, which everybody's stoked about because it gets pretty competitive, and then everybody has their own table. So
okay.
it's spread out, then they're not on top of each other.
I just wondered if I was doing them on Friday or Saturday.
Uh,
The blankets are Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, they're Saturday.
Saturday is what we've been doing, I think, Peggy, right?
It has, but this year it's a little different because I'm not going to be there in the morning.
Right. We can get that set up, I think.
Yeah,
That's easy enough to do.
I've got people that are supposed to do it. I just don't want a whole bunch of changes being made where it's going to screw everything up. Because we do have 18 of them to get tied.
Oh, I think we'll get it done without any problem. We had people complaining that you got them done too fast last year.
Uh-huh. Everybody's like, we want to do more.
16 last year, and we were all done inside of 2 hours. But then again, I had a cadet that was that could knot blankets faster than I could cut them. And she probably won't be there this year. So, I mean, they were just flying through them.
I guess it depends on who does what there, but anyway, yeah. Oh, speaking of the cadets, have you heard back from them?
Not yet, but I'll call again.
Um,
Ann Rosler's planning on coming out Saturday, and I know she's excellent at this, so she could be one that we put in charge of that too, Peggy.
I taught her.
No, she was very good at ours the other day. So I say we've got some good people in the wings.
She and Al came down and I gave them a lesson on beading and a lesson on blanket making so that they could go back, and they made it a district thing at their convention.
Yep.
And I supplied all the materials for them, so they were happy campers.
And this is Hayley. I actually do them as my own personal side gig too.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a little different now. We can't find material anymore.
Oh, I know. That's the hard part.
Yep. So we are having our previous craft person is coming back this year, Denise Griffin.
Yeah.
And so she's bringing her friends. And so she has asked if we have some ideas of things that campers would like to do. And I've kind of told her what feedback I've gotten on the chats. But anyway, so we'll continue to use that back room, I think. I think there was some concern. So the question was, the folks that did crafts last year said, well, nobody came to do crafts. And that wasn't exactly true because a few people did, but a lot of people were doing blankets. So it's like, okay, is it better to have those two activities going on at the same, in the same area, or just let, whoever wants to do crafts, and whoever wants to do blankets, do blankets, so.
I keep that as an open option personally, because if they're being told what to do, then they're going to not want to do anything at all.
So, but anyway, I just wanted to let Matthew know that we have our Denise Griffin. She did crafts for years, actually. I don't know. I mean, at least as long as I was.
She was our craft lady. Yep, she did a phenomenal job.
Yeah. So
COVID.
Till COVID. So
I think the big thing is that last year having the snowmobiles, people got outside more, but I think when people have options, they like doing different things. That's the big thing.
Yep, it is.
okay, so let's move down to check-in. Basically, and the same was true last year when we had this meeting. More volunteers needed at check-in. So So I know Kelly has wanted to come to volunteer. And then she says, when should I come? And I said, well, why don't you come Friday? Because that's when we actually need more people that, kind of know what's going on. So she's coming. And we'll probably try to put out a call. I've got to call in to find out when our next district newsletter is going out so that I can put some information in there about needing volunteers for specific things like check-in and that sort of thing. So people.
And I'm gonna say for checking, we need to have a little more organization there because last year it was kind of a cluster bleep.
Yeah, right. We think we're going to have more organization and then it turns into a cluster.
First thing is, if our
Last year was our best organized year so far.
Hey,
That sounds
it turned out
neat.
pretty good, guys.
the
I
big
thought it went pretty good compared to past years.
right there, he needs to be put off to the
That's
side.
section for art.
Art.
But my thing is that Roger and I have both learned we're not gonna, everything will be set. There won't be any of the old stickers on the bunks. That was the big fiasco last year. People doubled up on the bunk. So we'll have that set.
It'll be a clean slate.
That'll be that. We are hoping to meet with the cadets early so that they know how to do the
Human guide.
human guide training, so they can get the people to their bedding and all that. So that'll be taken care of. I am willing
Trying to
to
call you again.
go to to do the food check-in there and do medicine at a table, and then Art can, or someone else can be at the red desk. So I can be flexible either way, Peggy. I can help with you also.
Oh, you're great help. I love having you as my roommate.
You just tell me where to go and I will do whatever. I really am not doing much there. I have all my health forms already in place, so we can make it all good.
Sure we can.
Okay.
If Kelly's here, that gives us 3, so we should be in like Flint.
Well, I think we may have more than that because we don't want to get too many.
What are you talking about?
Okay. So let's see. So we've got the last year, we talked about having the key, Peggy having a key to the closet. So if we need to get blankets or whatever we need to get, so that's still right, Matthew? Is that?
Yeah, we'll make sure that we're talking about the linen packets as well as blankets. Yeah, we'll make sure that when we yeah, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Seems like there was something else was popping up in my head that we needed to talk about. Oh, well, okay. So outside activities, I just want to touch on that real quick because I was thinking about when Dorothy
Pretty good goal going there.
when Dorothy mentioned snowmobiles, can we you think we can get the snowshoes again from Pierce Cedar Creek?
Again and again.
Yes. Yes, yes.
And how do you know how the ice is doing on the lake? Is it starting?
Well,
I haven't.
if you got snow cover out there, the ice is not going to form very well because it insulates it.
And look, I have not drilled it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't drilled it, but I feel like it's yeah. So,
I've been told that through the end of December, this is the kind of weather we're going to be having.
Okay.
And so we're going to have cold weather. So if we can get our base ice, that was such a popular thing. I mean, the snowmobilers were busy the whole time last year.
Right. Was it? Yeah, I feel like there's been some years where it's in early January and like, oh, it's going to be snowy, and then
Then it warmed up.
We're in sweatshirts.
Right, and so, but
Well, I said the problem you're going to have right now, we got a little bit of ice, not much. Then you got snow cover. And that snow cover insulates and the ice can't form very well. I mean, it will form, but you'd have to definitely go out there and check it if it stays like this all the time, you know.
Well, I mean, the lake notwithstanding, they can go around the trails too on a snowmobile. So if there's enough snow.
And the way it sounds this winter, this might be a winter we haven't had in a while. It's looking
They
setting
say
up.
that every year, Jim.
Yeah.
I said, the way it's setting up sounds like we're gonna have a winter we haven't had in a while, you know.
Right.
Hey,
Okay.
as long as it stays like this for the next 5 weeks, I'm good for my skiing event.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, you want snow. Okay,
I'm assuming we need the wagon.
Yes,
we have horses.
they've got 2 horses.
Didn't you lose a horse?
He lost one, but he found one. One died.
Yeah.
The one that was having trouble last year, I think, passed, and then he found a new horse. So he's good to go. We'll bring our little fire pit
Yep,
for s'mores.
Who's gonna pick it up? While it's
Who's-
hot.
When it's hot, I'll have Larry Getman pick it up.
Oh, man.
Get ready to come and sleep outside like he did last year.
Mm.
He loved his hammock sleeping.
Winter.
Winter hammock. Uh, okay. All righty. Heat and cabins. Anything going on with your furnace this year?
I mean, I can tell you about how much work has gone on. We can walk over there, you can feel the heat, but it feels pretty good right now. That being said, that the girls' dorm will probably be a little bit cooler. And that's a combination of the fact that that door is going to be open quite a bit because of people coming and going. And but yeah, it's the issue that they're solving right now is so right now there's quite a bit of work that's happening in both dorms, and they're taking out the tile on the upstairs, as well as the toilets in the upstairs bathroom of the girls' dorm are being resealed, and going to be replaced there. So by the time winter camp happens, all the work will be done, and hopefully the issues with the toilets there won't be.
Peggy doesn't have to be a plumber this year.
Yeah.
Is that the crow's nest you're talking?
Crow's nest, yeah.
Okay.
So all that work in the bathroom. So, yeah, the heat was fine when I went over to the dorms today.
Now, somebody mentioned last year that, is there a door? And I don't know if there's a door when you go up the stairs, not to the crow's nest, but to the back dorm. Is there a door there?
Yeah, there's a door.
Yeah, because I ended up closing that because that's where I was. And that made a huge difference.
So the question is, can you close that door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is it legal to close that door?
Yeah, just I think that just so that people can get in and out, and so if everybody can get in and out, yeah,
Don't lock it. Just
I think that it is. You're right in terms of it can't be locked. So I mean, there's no.
I mean, I don't even remember a door there, quite honestly. So
It's
it's in the back.
yeah.
for the yes, no, they're for both dorms. There are doors.
Okay.
Because there are doors also like that in the left and right wing for the girls' dorm, but not for the guys, not for the boys. Just in the girls' dorm. There's
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a thought, because that wasn't anything that I'd ever encountered, but sounds like that was a good, at least helped somewhat. So we'll keep that in mind. Hayley, you'll be sleeping somewhere there, so maybe.
I'm totally fine with getting put in my little corner up there again because then I can make sure that door stays closed too because I did that and it made a huge difference.
I've had some people request that corner of the dorm. There's in their door. I think that was where Sheila was last year.
Felix,
Yeah,
this is
that's where me and her both were because I need that well, one of the corners because there was a plug in that little shelf for my CPAP machine.
Yeah. So yeah, we've had some people actually ask for that corner. So anyway. Okay. Matthew. What other things do you have or questions do you have
Okay,
or
so-
anybody else have?
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing that we have, one of the biggest concerns is just Friday arrival. We have STEM. So in the past, we've been fortunate because we haven't had any other groups here.
Right.
This Friday, there will be STEM kids
Ah.
here. So we will have sixth graders here, and so I think that is the big thing that's going to complicate arrival day as well. Because in terms of what we usually have, is that STEM kids will leave by 1:30. Students are out of here, students are there by 1:30. They're not in the dorms, but they are just in this building. And I think that's that's my big worry about, like, oh, how are we going to get it? What time, you said the train is coming here
Well,
later. We don't know what the time the train is coming.
You could actually look it up right now on Amtrak because it doesn't change.
You just add a
think-
couple hours.
I think it's 12:50, isn't it? That the train arrives in Battle Creek.
It's supposed.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
well, that means they wouldn't get here till about, I would guess probably about 2.
Good.
Because they have to get off of the train, they have to get all their luggage collected, then they have to get on the bus and then get from the bus here. So it's
I
And
know
then
gonna
unload the bus.
I know last year they were late a bit. I think something was going on, and so because they didn't get here quite when we thought they were going to get here. But yeah, that's you got the train schedule. When you want them to be late, they're not, and when you want them to be early, they're not. So,
but I think an hour and 10 minutes is
yeah,
pretty
probably.
reasonable as far as
It
them
depends
getting
on how many are there because it's like you have to, the folks at the train station will be making sure the luggage is tagged, and we can tell them not to rush. We
Yeah,
could,
well, we ended up last year at the train station to sit around. We ended up having a big old sing off to waste some time waiting. So no big
you guys are
deal.
waiting for the train to get there, right? Because you guys came
Yeah,
in
we got in super early. Remember?
at the
they
early.
were the real early
Right.
ones.
Yep.
They got here early
Yeah,
ones.
we were the earliest ones. We ended up actually
You would
ended up-
say
ended up helping bring people in once we
Yeah.
got the next train in, and then we ended up pushing, ended up helping you guys get buses loaded with other people, and then
was good. And
last
then of
one
course
jumped
the
on
last
and gave
one's
it a
out.
call.
Bye.
yeah, there's
Got I know the one that comes through.
the one from Flint comes in about 9.
Yeah, but we don't have to worry about that this year.
The other one that's coming from Chicago or Detroit, actually.
Comes from
Coming from
Detroit.
Detroit. And that's, I don't know what it's called that one, but yeah.
Wolverine line.
Okay, so the bottleneck is that the STEM kids are here until 1:30, right? Okay. So how does that impact our, like getting ready for,
Registration and all that.
Well, they
And are they gonna
need
be-
room? Can we just give them one part of the building and us the other?
or are they still doing classes and stuff like that?
Right, and this is like one of those times, like I want to talk with Hannah about, like, oh, do I know what they're doing at that point in time? Could we, so you will, how about this? I just want to make sure that nobody's here, say probably before noon, all right? Because that, I know some people like to get here, like,
Well, usually it's
Really?
Barry, Peggy, Roger, and I are the ones that are.
Yeah,
early
yeah,
ones
yeah.
there.
And
So-
we can shoot to be here at noon.
yeah, like just like that I think is one of those times where it's just more like so it is going to condense, so it is going to impact your
But probably more so our preparation time than anything else. So, I mean, I guess what that tells me is that we need to know exactly what we're going to do when we get here so that we can just like get it done. You know, get the ropes up, you know, maybe prepare the ropes ahead of time. We didn't talk about this now, but we talked about using, putting for one of the other ropes, putting knots and, you know, like streamers with caution tape or some kind of tape or something
For the ladies,
for
and the
the,
men,
for,
there's gonna be not.
for one or the other, you know, so that way, you know, they can reach up or they can feel it, you know, so
Yeah,
they,
but those don't go up until 3 or 4 in the afternoon because all the people coming at different times and buses and the cars coming in. So it'll be a while before those actually get put up.
so we also will
That
need to
won't be an issue.
Yeah. So we'll need to communicate with our campers not to come early, you know, because we do have, sometimes we have drivers that like to get here early so they can get out. We'll
So I
have to
guess
talk.
what time the earliest would be 2:30, 3 o'clock for campers?
Well, I mean,
For drive-ins is what I'm asking.
the drive-ins, we would normally say like no earlier than 3 o'clock. You know, we used to say 4 o'clock. But between 3 and 4 arrival would be the best probably for
The driver.
for the drivers.
So you would say even with Nick and I, since we're helping, just come at 3?
You could come earlier if you wanted to.
Okay.
I
I
would
guess just
Our
let us
couple,
know ahead of
our,
time.
our couple that we'd probably have them sit in the cafeteria all the way,
Well,
or
no, the girls would help. Heidi definitely
Yeah.
would help, and so would Renee, and so would Charles, because Charles has some sight. So we got 4 extra hands right there helping.
Haley, if you could come at 2 or later, that would be fine, because
Okay, we'll be there at 2 then.
that's what we're trying not to do, is have people on top of each other.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm
right. I
asking.
don't want to get on top of each other, but
And I'll just make sure our crew has lunch in us before we come. So that we're just there ready to work.
2 o'clock.
Perfect.
I need to be here earlier than that, but close enough.
So so are they going to be, how many kids would be here? How many kids would you?
Sure. So there's right now we have 60 STEM students on an average. That's about 54, between 52 and 54 campers on
Okay.
Friday. They're just here. These are STEM kids, and so that means that they're just here during the day. And so they would be using, which means that like, oh, right after lunch, that Amanda and maintenance guy would have to come in and clean this place as quickly as possible. And then they do, I mean, you could imagine 60 kids coming in with all the salt or just like everything.
No.
Right.
No, and then they would want to come. It would scrub the floor as quickly as possible and then put up the tables, chairs, and then when you walked in here, it was something similar to
Okay.
this. So that's one of those things. I'm just like that's my biggest okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Not a problem, just as long, but it's not like an unexpected challenge. So
Right. Now, so the other one is the cadets, or the associates.
right, because we need to have them trained
Right.
before.
Well, they will have gone through their,
Some initial training.
but we'll be putting up the braille signs on the bathrooms, and we do all that stuff ahead of time.
Well, that reminded me. Did we leave braille signs here last year?
There is a braille sign here. I mean,
we had a stack of them, for like bathroom and dorm and stuff like that.
There's one in the dorms it's kind of funny that I didn't see it until much later.
Because I wonder what happened to the rest of them, because I think I don't think I even thought to pick them up,
Oh,
when we
wow.
left last year.
Okay.
There was a box of them.
We had a box of them, and I don't know if they all got put out or not, but maybe sitting around somewhere here.
Do we have to get more made, Roger?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll go through the stuff in the box.
If we find the box.
Okay.
We have a box, but I'm not sure that they're in that box, but okay.
It will come.
So should we have the cadets come? At what time? Could they help you guys get this
No.
ready?
So I mean, as much as I would love to say, like, yeah, no. I mean,
2 o'clock would be the best time for them.
Okay,
When the cappers are coming, because before that, they really can't help us.
right. Okay, because so that may. Okay, so I'm wondering if so. I wonder, I'm wondering if we ought to think about feeding the train people at the train station.
that's a good.
That'd be, I think, an ideal. You just figure out who the train people are, ask them exactly what kind of sandwich they want, and then just have it ready there. Because there's plenty of seating and trash and everything else, and that'll help waste some time there. And then you're not doing it on check-in. We'll eliminate that hassle.
Right.
And even if we get there just a hair before 2, then you could.
We'll look at that.
Yeah, we'll look at that. I think that would logistically quite a bit.
We would have access to the dorms even if we got here some people early, right?
Yeah. In terms of so definitely this is like the dorms should be ready to go with everything. That's not the problem.
It's here.
It's just more like right. And yeah, I think that this is one of those situations of just like hey, like with these people driving now, expect to have campers right in this on the tarmac between here and the thing. So we don't want anybody driving down
right
where campers are going to be. So that's my other big concern.
And if
you got a valid point.
And if for whatever reason we have a new camper and they're driving, they can just hang out in the dorm for a little bit until STEM kids leave. Not a big deal. At least they have a roof over their head and something, somewhere to hang out.
Yeah, I definitely tell them for campers after 2 p.m. so that we can then make sure, like, hey, all of our school kids are gone, and then
not running them over and
not running them over. Right. Yeah, I think that would be really helpful for us, and that we have a chance to reset this place.
Yeah.
So that would be good.
So we're gonna say.
No, I think your 2 o'clock timeline's good.
So 2 o'clock.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And then do lunch at the train station. I think that's a beautiful idea. I think that's gonna be less stressful. That's one less station at camp we have to deal with too.
Yeah. Well,
and everybody on the buses is saying, "I'm starving," and getting hangry when they're already sat at the train.
Right. Well, and the thing is, it's like I've been getting things. Well, how come I didn't get any food? I said, well, you drove here, and you should have had lunch.
That'll eliminate some of that too, but
So yeah, that started to come up is like, well, how come there's not enough food for everybody to have something, And it's like, well, and this will give us an opportunity to say to the academy that your guys need to eat lunch. We're not going to feed you lunch this year because we won't have the facility. So
yeah,
that's the easiest thing. So Peggy, if you're still there,
she's in the other room, but go ahead.
Well, just need to have her be talking to those folks about that, and also we need. I think it's the 18th is when we're trying to schedule a zone meeting. It's one of those 2 days that weekend to do a zone meeting to do the human guide training. So that needs to
in January
get on their radar, right, in January.
Kind of what we did it last year.
Kind of the way we did it last year, but there's going to be a little more complicated this year because I have a concert at the church that day too. So but anyway, it'll work. It'll all work. It's a big building.
I can help too, though, because technically, if it all stays on track, that's next weekend off to work. So let us know, and we'll gladly come and I'll help do that too. Because I can bring some extra canes with me too.
Actually, that's January 18th when you're doing Ski for Light.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh.
So
You might be busy.
you might be busy.
Yeah, never mind. I forgot.
Well, if and they invite me and B, it seems I'm
Well,
more or less human guide
Well,
trained.
the thing is,
Well, Bee's gonna be with us too.
she's going to be up there. So,
Oh, she's gonna be up there.
so
That's
anyway,
for the first time.
got the bonus option of getting a free concert out of the deal if you come. So
Yeah.
that day. So
Because I help out B a lot, so I've got a lot of.
you might be at Michigan Ski for Light. You don't know this. Yeah.
I mean, or maybe somewhere else I don't know about.
No. Okay. Well, Matthew, thank you, because that was certainly not on my radar.
No, it's just,
Okay.
yeah. Well,
So we're going to say, okay, Barry, now, we also mentioned noon. Are we all going to try to get here by 2, or do some of us want to be here just a teeny bit early?
It makes more sense everybody coming at 2 because of the STEM program and their cleaning. We can't do nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Period. End of discussion in that sense. You know what I mean? I hate to put it that way, but it's the truth, really.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll just have it all planned out and diagrammed, and, here's this station, that station, need a table here, need a table there,
And everybody just come fed. Simple
Yep.
as that.
Okay. All right. Sounds
Is that
good.
an issue with anybody? I don't
I
I
don't
don't have any objection to 2 o'clock myself, but I don't know what everybody else's thoughts are.
Just to have signs pre-done and arranged and slapped together as fast as you can,
Right.
the only other question, Roger, for you, do you want to have the nature hike on Sunday morning?
Did we have a nature hike on Sunday morning last year?
Yep, no, we did.
I thought we did.
Saturday.
We did two.
Saturday
We
morning.
did 2, one in the morning and one in the afternoon.
Because I was gonna do the Saturday hike to the bird cabin.
Right.
As we've done before.
Because I know some people, it's kind of like they said, well, I wanted to go to the bird cabin, but I was playing bingo, or I was doing this or doing that. So
Okay.
if we could do a second one, now I wasn't, like a lot of other things, I'm not aware of that weekend, how things are actually going, what's happening. But did you have a turnout for the second bird cabin hike? Do you recall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you gone by then?
I wasn't gone, no, but I just, I get
It was on the snowmobile ride.
I get oblivious to things.
Well, there is
There's so much.
There is so much going on, especially knowing that there's also going to be the wagon rides and the snowmobile rides and that other things are happening in here. That it's like, oh,
There too much. There are too many choices.
That kickball too, saying.
The what?
The Google ball.
Oh yeah, the Gaga ball thing. That was another thing that have talked about. And I actually have a ball, and I know Haley's got a ball, but I've got a soccer ball size.
B's got something. I think
That she has the ball for all, which is a smaller ball with bells in it. And so, depending on what's happening, we could use your. I've been wanting to use your Gaga ball pit.
right. You told me about was it gold ball or something?
Goal ball.
Gold ball. You showed me that last year, and I thought, or a couple of years ago, and I thought, wow. I mean,
Well, goal ball is a thing that's actually
Olympic sport.
It's an Olympic sport, right? And it's pretty violent actually. I mean,
It
it's
is,
like
but you do it in a gym.
you need to have a gym size. So yeah, this is.
We're not doing
I don't think we'd be doing that, but
also the population.
Especially out in the winter, that hurt awfully bad.
so the Gaga ball. Hopefully we'll have some younger people, and even the cadets might enjoy doing that if they had some minute, But we'd have them shovel out the snow out of the pit, and all that. That's a good job for them. Plus, besides carrying wood and all those things. Okay, so that was a big one, a big discussion to have on the logistics. So we're going to say 2 o'clock. arrival for everybody. That's not a drive.
Everybody eats.
Yeah, everybody eats before. So we don't have that to worry about. Now, Barry and Peggy, Barry, you had volunteered to bring like chips and things. You want to just come to the train station?
We'll figure that one out.
Or I could arrange to have it myself. So save you guys the trouble.
Yeah, we normally come up through Himner straight up that way instead of across town. We'll figure it out. We can talk about it at the next meeting.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
When is the next meeting?
When do we can have, well, last year we had a meeting sometime later in July, like the third week of January, we had,
July, huh?
third week of January, we had a meeting, I think, to kind of, close any gaps, any final things. So you want to call it that, or?
Well, that third week would be about if it's in the middle of the week, because obviously at the end of the week, you're gonna have either the human guide training or a couple of people are gonna be up at the ski thing, but.
Well, I think it was I don't know, I'd have to look, but we can come up with a day sometime.
Hey, just a suggestion. You said registration closes the 19th Monday.
Yeah.
What if we did it after that? Then we know how many campers are signed up and everything. Then you can figure out if there's the flexibility of the men's and women's if we got to deal with that.
Yeah, and it probably would be it probably would be a Zoom call again, depending on the weather. So you want to say that? I mean, Mondays are usually pretty good for me.
Well, Monday though is your registration deadline.
Well, sometime that week, you're saying, right?
Well,
Yeah, if you just did it like that Tuesday or Wednesday, give you enough time.
You're getting no mail on Monday, that's a holiday.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
holiday.
that's holiday too. Yeah, so that's
Well,
why I'm making that comment.
What about Thursday? Or Thursdays? Well, I know Thursday evening. Could we do one?
That'd be the 21st.
That's Wednesday.
Oh, gee.
Tomorrow.
Excuse me.
So you were okay. All right, we can talk. We can talk. Let's see. So I don't even know what date that would be.
What day?
Thursday.
Thursday the 21st. Or
Second.
22nd, yeah.
23rd is Friday. I know that because that's my birthday.
Oh,
Oh, happy birthday. And I'm going to see Miss Doubtfire the play on the 23rd. So
oh boy, you're just
Then you'll be the same age as me
For a while.
for a while.
So we'll say Thursday, the 22nd. And I guess it depends on, let's see, if we want to have something in person or if we want to do a Zoom.
let's do Zoom, please.
Okay.
Yeah, just as well. Yeah, we
Yep.
we work in our store from
Oh, that's right.
1:30 till about 6:30.
Could we
Okay.
do maybe 11 o'clock meeting then, or 10? Because then the morning Nick can be on there too, if that works for everybody. And then that's before you guys go to work.
Yeah, that would work.
Works for me.
Okay.
So we'll just say 10 o'clock then.
Email. She has Bible study, but
Oh, that's right. Okay. Because I think we have a Lions Club meeting Wednesday. We would have a meeting Wednesday. We're talking the 22nd.
We're talking Thursday, the 22nd of January.
Okay, yeah.
your Lions Club's meetings the same day as ours are, I think,
Okay, so we're going to say Thursday, the 22nd on Zoom at 10 a.m.
Yep.
Okay.
That gives us time to get everything buttoned up, and then we know how many campers for sure, and then that kind of helps all of us mentally.
Final logistics planning
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Yeah,
So-
and then I'll expect an email, or I will email you on Friday for numbers
Right.
and especially that thing, because I feel like it's one of those things.
Right.
we can-
That's about the time, yeah, that we communicate that. So. Okay, all righty. Anything else? Good discussion.
I think we had a good one this year. Or this today. Sorry. It's long days have been running together for me.
Take one of each there, all I say.
Yeah, okay. There's plenty. I might take one for the road. I might take a cranberry muffin for the road. That
Hey,
was,
send me some through the phone. I want some.
Yeah.
There's
I
so-
know
All
I
right.
signed them. He's reported them to me already.
very, but it didn't work very well.
Oh
So,
man.
okay. All righty. Well, if there's nothing else for the good of the cause, we'll go ahead and sign off. See if I can find everybody here. Thanks again, everybody, for calling in, and
Great discussion.
good
Yeah,
discussion.
thank you.
Lots of good solutions.
They could go
And-
shovel snow.
Yeah, right. Yeah, tomorrow. I think
Being in the
Dorothy was canceling our Christmas party for tomorrow since they're predicting freezing rain. So,
Yep.
Yeah. Were they?
so yeah, they are.
And 95 freezing rain in the morning and then snow and it starting at noon and going the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm. It's Michigan.
Michigan.
Well, Haley
Yeah,
doesn't have to worry
but
about.
that's not a good thing for older people to be on at night.
No.
No.
And I don't care if you're 50 or 70. When you can't see it, you slip.
Try 92 and then break your back.
Right. Right.
Okay, bye for
Okay.
now, guys. I know you guys gotta get going.
Okay.
It's supposed to be 36 in the morning.
Thank you, Haley. Thank you, Nick.
Yep,
And then-
not a
You're
problem.
welcome, Roger.
Okay. All righty. I'm going to stop the recording. Stop recording.
Yes, I see that now.